Welcome to Book World with Karen Reborn. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Karen Reborn. Just in case you're new here, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel and ensure that you press that notification button so that you'll be notified anytime we upload a new video. So today I want to analyze a book that is Looking for Transwonderland by NOO SARO-WIWA. To begin with, NOO SARO-WIWA, this writer is raised in England, born in Nigeria but later raised in England, to the family of Ken SARO-WIWA. Ken SARO-WIWA is the father to NOO, and having the children born in Nigeria, Ken wanted English schooling for the children, and that's why Ken decided to take the children abroad for English schooling. And later during holidays, Ken would bring back the children back to Nigeria so that they could toughen, because Ken used to claim that the children are now soft because of the soft life in England, and they were now coming back to Nigeria for acculturation, brutal acculturation. And when I say brutal acculturation, this is what Ken meant by it. They could be deprived watching television, children could be deprived electricity, and sometimes even running water was not there. So they had to go through a lot of hard work to get that water, because they used to get it in a far place at their grandmother's house, some few meters, and that was not so easy because back in England life was so soft. And because Ken wanted the children to adapt to the life in Nigeria, that is why he used to bring the children back to Nigeria so that they can adopt to this life. Ken SARO-WIWA was later murdered. He was an activist in Nigeria who used to fight corruption in Nigeria. And during that time, it led to his murder. He was later murdered. And after that, he was murdered in 1995. He was the official burial was on 2000. And then the actual burial took place in 2005. So this means that there's something that was being hidden here in Nigeria. Away from that, NOO SARO-WIWA, as the daughter to Ken SARO-WIWA, is coming back to travel in Nigeria and just to write something about Nigeria. To write about her experience in Nigeria, because as a child, she was not able to learn everything, because after the death of the father, they never came back to Nigeria after the burial. Coming back to Nigeria, NOO comes back through Lagos. Arriving to Lagos, NOO is welcomed by a sign. This is Lagos. When NOO reads this sign, when you go to a place actually, and then you are invited by a sign, this is Nairobi, you'll have some questions in your mind that, what about Nairobi? Why are they saying this about Nairobi? So that is what was happening with NOO, because it's a nation that you are welcomed, and you're told this is Lagos. Take it or leave it, this is Lagos, and we live the way we live. So NOO coming to Lagos, NOO meets a lot of challenges on the way. Because of a traveler who wants to write more about a nation, NOO decides to use public transport. And using public transport is very good for a traveler who wants to write about a place. And because of this, NOO comes to understand and learn a lot of things and how it is done in Lagos. NOO is uncomfortable with the chaotic Lagos, chaotic Nigeria, because NOO claims that in Nigeria, noises are everywhere. People shout at the top of their voices, and no one can speak in a low tone. It's their culture, and that is how they do it. In the buses, NOO speaks about the congestion in the bus. NOO speaks about the aggressive drivers and how they drive ruthlessly without considering that they are carrying passengers in the vehicle. And because of this, NOO is uncomfortable with Nigeria. NOO even speaks about the robberies that are taking place in Nigeria. NOO speaks about the corruption that are taking place in Nigeria. As a traveler coming back to Nigeria, NOO visits different places in Nigeria. NOO visits Ibadan, NOO visits Jos, Abuja, and claims that Abuja is much better than any place. Though Abuja is not the capital city, but it's much better compared to Lagos, compared to Ibadan, compared to Jos, compared to several places that now NOO had visited. Then NOO, as a traveler, also speaks about the education in Nigeria, talking about the challenges that English students of Nigeria undergo when studying English in literature in Nigeria, because the lecturer teach students to pass. They no longer teach someone to understand, they only teach someone to pass. And because of this, NOO criticizes this kind of education. And NOO even says that for students in Nigeria to get the copies of books that are taught, the literature books that are taught in class, lecturers are now taking this as a business. They go around, sell photocopy books and sell them to students. That way, that's a business opportunity now in Nigeria. NOO goes to visit Aunt Jenny's, and at Jenny's place, NOO even comes to realize more about Christianity, or rather religion. NOO says that in Nigeria, religion is so much honored that instead of the citizens of Nigeria, or rather people in Nigeria, practically solving their problems, they go with their problems to God and claim they need their problems to be solved. Like you can imagine, instead of someone going to work, they go and pray that God provide for us, which I kinda agree with. Okay, NOO also speaks about this kind of religion, referring to Aunt Jenny's. Speaking about religion in Nigeria, NOO refers to Aunt Jenny's. Aunt Jenny's has that verbal gunfire attack. Like, in the name of Jesus, you need to go out. Like gunfire attack, like attacking the witches, attacking the enemy. And NOO wonders, okay, that's religion in Nigeria. Before leaving a destination, they had to pray. And NOO could not understand why these people used to pray every time they're leaving by bus or any type of means of transport. They need to pray. And after praying, the drivers are able now to drive recklessly, and she understands now, okay, this is the reason as to why they are praying every now and then, because with this kind of driving, reckless driving, no one can survive it without prayer. She comes to understand it in that way. Okada men are also very aggressive when driving and very careless when driving. They always get their way in the midst of a crowd. They will always get their way, even when there's a convoy, they will always get their way through it. And without this kind of prayer, no one can survive it. NOO speaks about this religion in Nigeria. And even after coming to Ben and meeting the aunts, even there in Ben, they also regard NOO as someone who needs salvation. They need to pray for her so that she can get saved. Because of the life in Nigeria, without prayer, definitely you can't survive it. Because they are living on a lot of bills. They have bills to pay. And the life there is too expensive for NOO. And she claims that even without salvation, no one can overcome this. And that is how she even criticizes this kind of religion in Nigeria. She even refuses to receive salvation and says that refuses to be prayed to by the nephew and the cousin. NOO again speaks about politics in Nigeria. Talking about politics in Nigeria, NOO ensures that she captures everything that happened during the time the father was dead, how the father died, and everything is explained in the book. The father was murdered because he was an activist, as I said earlier. And after the death of this father, no one has ever come up again to fight this corruption. and no one is also willing. And according to NOO, these people are so contented with their life here, and they also say that if you get a position to be in a government position, what you should ensure that you do first, ensure that you build your home, building your home area and water view, but you don't develop a different place. You ensure that where you come from is so developed, and you ensure that you steal from the government. By stealing from the government, because you enrich yourself, because you don't know what will come tomorrow, you don't know where you'll head tomorrow, and that is how these people are living. That is what NOO explains to us about Nigeria. NOO comes to meet different cultures. Traveling to Transwonderland, NOO wonders and says that this indeed is a wonderland. Having very high expectations about Transwonderland, thinking that NOO is going to meet very different people, very different things, artifacts and what have you. NOO doesn't meet that. It's some place that have been evacuated and no one is taking care of the place. And even in this game reserves, you go there to visit the animals, and what you find is just a drill monkey. And with they expected even the elephant, but whatever you are shown is just some poops for the elephant. And you're told that the elephant has just defecated here. It means it's around the corner, it's around here. We can meet it any time from now. But they never came to see any during that travel in Nigeria. NOO even speaks about this Nigeria, expresses her love-hate for Nigeria. At some point, NOO has some connection with Nigeria because this is the homeland, and the other connection is because in Nigeria, this is the place she was named at. And that is the name NOO SARO-WIWA. It comes from Nigeria. She only identifies with Nigeria through the naming. She expresses her hate and love for Nigeria because she's coming here as a familiar stranger. You're just familiar because of the name, and you're also a stranger because you don't even understand the language, you don't understand the ways of these people in Nigeria. So NOO SARO-WIWA, traveling in Nigeria, to some point NOO is traveling with some emotional baggage. This is a place where my father was murdered, and because of that NOO is so much it's hating this place. NOO is hating this place because your father died here. Are you supposed to love this place? Your father didn't die a normal death. Your father was murdered. So this is some baggage that NOO has for this land. And during the time that they used to come back for acculturation, you can imagine being forced to do something so that you can toughen. This is a baggage that still NOO is walking around with it, and that's why she's explaining everything about it in the book. Again, we see that NOO even talks about Nigeria as a place where she loves the most. She even comes to show her love for Nigeria. But does she really love Nigeria? Because when she meets several people and they're asking her to come back and live in Nigeria, that when you live in Nigeria, because you're from England, you can even get a position in the government and you can work there, you get money and you enrich yourself. But NOO is not really comfortable about this. And when referring to Nigeria, or when referring to people of Nigeria, she doesn't say our Nigeria. She doesn't say us. She says you Nigerian. So it means she doesn't still want to identify with Nigeria. Apart from the name, she doesn't want anything that identifies her with Nigeria. NOO even accepts or is forced to accept that the Ogoni people can be identified with her because they can pronounce her name well. During the entire journey and the places that NOO visited, no one could be able to pronounce NOO well. And in Nigeria, at least some people could pronounce it well in Ogoni. And that is why at least she's very happy. She's expressing some love for these Ogoni people because at least, but even if they can't pronounce her name well, she can't speak their language. She can't understand them. And even during the time, the aunties were telling stories and she could hear a name being mentioned and she couldn't understand. Together with the sister Zena, their names were mentioned in these stories, but she only had the name. So it means she can't grasp anything about Nigeria, about these people, about their language. She even talks about corruption in this nation, and talks about the government and the politician. When they are passing through the roads, there are sirens and convoys following them. So it means Nigeria is so loud. Everything is done with a lot of noise. And Nigerians are living as a very chaotic life, just as we began by saying. Visiting several people, he came to understand some of their cultures, but some he still questioned. And throughout the book, NOO keeps comparing Nigeria to England. So it means she refers to England as somewhere that is better. People are paid well, comparing how the Aunt Jenny's daughter was paid. And that is the reason as to why people in Nigeria don't even value going to work early. They just go sit around. They don't work according to how it's expected, because even the salary doesn't come on time. So why do you work? Why do you go to work early? And people in Nigeria lives in borrowing. And because NOO is from England, she keeps comparing Nigeria to England, where in England you are even given advance, but in Nigeria your salary is even delayed for 5 months, and there's nothing you can do. You just live in borrowing. So I can say that NOO is that writer that writes travels through Nigeria with that emotional baggage. And because of this baggage, she doesn't see the bigger percentage of Nigeria as a cool place, a good place, but keeps talking of Nigeria negatively and only referring to England as a place that is perfect. And throughout the journey, at least the author finds something beautiful in Nigeria, talking about the baobab trees, talking about the masks, talking about the drill monkeys, talking about the Nollywood, talking about Nollywood. At least she could find something that she loved in Nigeria. Therefore, I conclude this by saying that NOO SARO-WIWA is a stranger who is familiar to Nigeria, at least a familiar stranger to this nation. And speaking about it, she speaks as someone who doesn't want to belong to this nation. And the only thing that connects NOO to the nation of Nigeria is just the name NOO SARO-WIWA. And apart from that, there is nothing more. She even doesn't want to think about coming back and join Ken Jr. in the business, who took up the family business in Nigeria, and to join up and begin something in Nigeria. She's not settling for that. At least life in England is better. And after the stay in Nigeria for 4 months, that is her experience. Thank you so much. And if you've not read this book, you can get a copy and read it. It's a nice one. Thank you so much for your time. Kindly remember to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment after watching this video. Thank you so much and have a blessed time.